So in class we went through solving one-step equations. I'm going to make a quick video here to help us practice through all of them again, adding, subtracting, multiplying, divide, to go along with the worksheet that you guys are working on at home. That worksheet's due the next time we're in class, whenever that happens to be for whichever cohort you guys are a part of. So one-step equations, remember the objective of solving equations is to isolate our variable, and we do that using our inverse operations. The big thing we have to keep track of is negatives and positives, things like that. It does kind of switch depending on what we work with, if it's adding, subtracting, multiplying, divide. That is probably the toughest part of solving equations at the start of it, before we start adding more and more steps, of course. So we'll start with this one. I like to draw the lines down the equal sign, especially when I'm working on the computer, just to keep everything as organized as possible. So my variable's over here on the left. Since my variable's on the left, all the numbers on the left are the ones that are going to move. I don't need to do anything with this 12. 12's already on the other side of the train tracks, we're fine. So I need to move this 9. Now since it's subtracting, we're going to do the opposite and add it. What we're trying to do is create a 0. So negative 9 and positive 9 create 0. They'll let us bring x down. But anything we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So 12 plus 9 gives us 21. X is by itself, no numbers with it, so it's equal to 21. So this one we have addition. So we're going to subtract 6 from both sides. 6 take away 6 is 0. So x is the only thing left. So we're good there. So we've isolated our variable. We have a negative 5 and we have a negative 6. We're going to combine these two. So negative 5 combined with a negative 6 combines to negative 11. It doesn't have to be in perfect order. So now it's 7 plus x equals 2. Doesn't change anything. You could even rewrite it. You just got to be careful how you rewrite it. I'm just going to leave it like this to keep it simple. I'm going to take 7 away from both sides. 7 take away 7 is 0. X is left over. 2 take away 7. So I have 2 of something. So let's say I have 2 cookies. I need to give 7. I don't have enough. I am 5 short. So negative 5. This is one that can be kind of tricky. We look at it. We see the plus sign right here and we go, all right, I got to subtract. But if I line up negative 6 over negative 6, that actually combines to be a negative 12, which is something we don't want to do. We need this number right here to become 0. So we're going to look at the symbol right in front of the 6 as well. So the plus tells us that it needs to be adding or subtracting, but this minus sign tells us that it actually has to be a positive 6. So we're going to put positive 6 on either side. X is equal to negative 6 and the positive 6 have combined and gone away. So now I'm left with negative 12 plus 6. They're different signs, so it's like subtraction. 12 take away 6 is 6. 12 is the larger number, so we keep the negative with the 6. We're going to skip that one. Move on to multiplication and division. So this 3 is connected to the x by multiplication. So we do the opposite, which is division. We show division with our equations by drawing a fraction bar. Fraction bars mean division. And I'm going to divide by 3. Now everything's going to get divided by 3. 3 divided by 3 does not make 0. 3 divided by 3 creates 1. X drops down, and negative 12 divided by 3. So negative divided by positive. We have our guy here to help us out. Negative and a positive means our answer is going to be negative, and 12 divided by 3 is 4. You do not have to have the 1 in front of the x, so technically your answer could also be this in the end. So let's try another one. Again, we're multiplying, so we're going to move this negative 5 from both sides by dividing. We have to divide by a negative 5. That way, not only do the 5s cancel out and go away, but we need the negatives to cancel out and go away. Both of them are canceled out, leaving x by itself, so we've isolated that variable. 2 negatives create a positive, so 35 divided by 5 is 7. Another kind of way you can see it visually, the negatives cancel each other out, so there's no negatives left, so it's a positive 7. Maybe we have a problem that is division. We undo division by multiplying. So the kind of way to think about it is this 7's on the bottom, so we need to multiply by a 7 on the top. In this last problem, the 5 was on the top, so we divide by a 5 on the bottom. So we multiply by the 7's. They cancel out. So x is the only thing left over here on the left-hand side. Negative 4 times 7. So again, a negative times a positive makes a negative answer. 4 times 7 is 28. Last problem for our video here. Another division problem. We're going to multiply by negative 9 on both sides. The 9 on the top cancel with the negative 9 on the bottom, and same with the negative symbols. X is left over. Oops. It's a negative 9 on both sides. Whatever you do over here has to be done over here. Negative times a negative creates a positive. No, you don't need the plus sign, but I'm just going to put it there for safekeeping. 7 times 9 gives us 63 for our answer.